Hi besties. As you guys know, my husband and I just purchased our dream home, which means I have to make this house into a home. I am taking on a task at a time, and today we are dealing with my pantry organization. So this is what the pantry initially looks like. This is what we're starting with. This pantry is big enough to fit everything that I need. I have a ton of cabinet space also in the kitchen. First thing I did was pop out all the equipment that I'll be using to organize my pantry. I have been buying most of these containers and jars even before we purchased this home. Last year, as soon as my husband and I concluded we're going to be buying a house, I started shopping for all the things that I'll be putting around my house because I believe it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. So all of these items I got from different stores and websites. First thing I did was unbox everything and tear out all the labels. I had an idea of what I wanted my pantry to look like. I wanted minimalist but also functional. I knew that I wanted everything to be pretty organized because I cook quite a lot. The first thing I had to do was wash all of the jars because it has been in the store for God knows when. I then laid everything on my countertop to dry, and this is what we had. I also went ahead to prepare all the racks that I'll be using for my pantry organization. These racks are also from different stores. I'll be making a detailed video about everything I have in here on my next YouTube video, so you may want to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube. But this is roughly what the pantry will be looking like. I played around with all my racks and everything. I also had this standing rack that I wanted to use for my fresh produce. The pantry was one of the first places in my home that I actually organized because we need to eat, and I cannot be able to function in my kitchen without a proper pantry. I had these old jars from my old pantry in my old house, so all I did was transfer everything into the new jars. I then took out my old stickers and just put it on the new stickers. And don't worry, my old jars are not going to be thrown away. I am actually going to be giving them out. I already have somebody that was taking my old jars, which made it even easier. I've also had these food labels for over 2 years. I used them for my old pantry organization videos, which I posted about 2 years ago, meaning I saved some money and I didn't have to spend because I'm reusing the things I have as well. I love this rotating organizer. I am able to pour different kind of grains and just label everything. This is also another hack for me to save space. I've always wanted a rice dispenser, and that's exactly what I am using to pour my rice into. And the cup measures perfectly because it's calibrated. I use the acrylic bins to organize things like noodles, spaghetti, all our drinks. Basically, I wanted something that will make me be able to see everything I have in my pantry clearly. I don't know about you guys, but I thrive on organization. I function better when I can see what I have and I have a clean space to work with. This was everything laid out. Now it was time for me to arrange them into the pantry. Started by roughly placing everything, and then I walked around it as time went by. I knew that I wanted to group all my food depending on what they are. I have all my grains on one side, breakfast stuff, sweets, spices, all of that. I was also able to arrange all my canned goods. All the excess stuff that I'll be using to refill my jars as time went by, I put them in the basket in the bottom of the pantry. And this is what the final product of my pantry looked like. As you can see, everything is organized and well labeled. I can easily just walk into this pantry, pick out whatever I need. I also love the fact that it looks like a mini supermarket where I am able to shop for whatever I want. For now, this is what I'll be working with. As time goes on, I may be able to switch things around or even expand this pantry. But honestly, I am so impressed, and this took me about 2 hours to finish. I literally stood back and admired this pantry for like 5 minutes straight. But anywho's, after that, I decided to just clean up my kitchen because there was dust and stuff all over the place. I also went ahead to wipe down all my surfaces because I love a clean space. And that's it for my pantry organization, besties. Bye.